I'm Courtney Thomas, and today I want to show you a quick movement with a resistance band, the standing overhead press with a resistance band. So great way to utilize a tool that is affordable and portable in a whole lot of ways, really easy to use for a lot of different things, and definitely upper body moves. This is one of my favorite ways to do this. So I'll show you a couple different regressions with this because it can actually be more challenging than you might expect. So the first thing you're going to do is grab your resistance band by both handles and then step inside of it. So the biggest thing with this is that you want to make sure that you are evenly on top of that band so that it's not like too far back on your heel or up on the toe so where it's going to slip out on you. You can take a stance that is just about hips distance apart here, strong athletic stance, so a little bend in the knees. Core is nice and strong and engaged, and what you're going to do is curl the bands up and then bring them behind your shoulders and behind your elbows. It's a little bit better position than like kind of having to figure out where they are in front of your elbows, so you're going to bring that back behind you. Big thing here is that a lot of times when we get into this position with the band, you're going to want to arch a little bit. The band is going to feel like it's pulling you backwards, so again, make sure that the core is nice and strong and engaged. Keep that athletic position. So holding on to your bands here and that strong position throughout your core, this is where you're going to go ahead and press overhead. First, you're going to think both hands at the same time, bilateral movement here, so you can go ahead and press overhead just like you would with dumbbells, just like you would with a barbell. Obviously, there's a little bit of shift in the movement, but the same pattern, right? So strong movement, pressing overhead, control that on the way down, squeeze it on the way up. Again, this is something that might actually surprise you once you do it. So a little bit of a way to adjust this is to go ahead and just do one arm at a time. Might be a little bit more manageable, might feel like you can, kind of get a little bit better feel without trying to just really control the band and focus on that and really feel the press through your shoulders. So you can go ahead and alternate sides, and that can be a really good kind of switch from both at the same time. Other way to kind of take a regression a little bit is to take one foot at a time here, so you can actually get a little bit more of your band, a little less resistance. So same position really, and you can kind of just have one foot on the band here, but again, you're still going to have that strong athletic stance, little bend in the knees, abs are nice and tight, standing up tall, and then you can take one arm at a time and adjust your resistance. So maybe if you need a little less resistance, then both feet on the band, and then one arm at a time, and then of course switching over to the other side. So I'll just show you a little bit from the side here, so you can get that picture of your alignment of that strong stance. So stepping into the band, making sure that you're evenly distributed there. The band's not going to go anywhere on you. Curl it up. Bring that band behind your shoulders, behind the elbows, making sure you're not letting it pull you into an arch. Core is nice and tight, strong stance. And then you can go into that press with both arms. You can go one arm at a time. Or of course, you can take that same position and give yourself a little bit more slack throughout the band, doing just one arm at a time. So that is the standing overhead resistance band press. I hope you love it and enjoy your workout.